a game in Delphi that doesn't make me feel any younger. In fact, there are plenty of games that are developed in Delphi, but they don't advertise it. So I'm going to make a little aside right here. Here, this I might be able to take out. There are plenty of games developed in Delphi, and I have lots of examples lying around. Especially on GitHub, there are games that I have developed myself, which are available sometimes as open source. Here. As I find the browser, it's here. So there. In fact, this year, on Sundays, well this year, the beginning of the year, the first semester of the year, on Sundays I was coding video games in Delphi, live on Twitch, and serial streamer. There are replays on this site. So it's lstreamer.far. In the thematic section, live coding or project, or directly there. In the sitemap under themes, and so there is a video game section with a number of games, some of which were coded live on Twitch, others were just for reference and to make future updates on them. And actually there are replay videos, though not all of them are available and listed with links and on GitHub actually. I have several that I have made available, so I have stored it under, no, we will go through the repositories. I have a repository here that I fill gradually with information on how to manage video games. A small library of things that are nice to do in video games with FireMonkey, which is Delphi's cross-platform framework, to develop for Windows, Mac, iOS, Linux, and Android with a single code base. So we code everything on it. And since it only does drawing, well, it's based on drawing from the start, so we can do a lot of things with it. And normally, I had a game development Delphi, Delphi, Delphi. I have a hashtag that allows me to retrieve them all. I go beyond that. An Elfie game normally, which they take somewhere in the hashtags. I find one. Game pack, there you go. On the game pack, I put all the games that I have made open source on it. So these are the things that I developed myself. So these are simple games that I had made. Afterwards, there are plenty of examples available on embarcadero.com. Though not necessarily with the sources online. Notably Rise of Legion, then developed in Delphi or Pascal with earlier versions of Delphi. But quite a few things on it that are in the resources. Showcase, showcase, showcase. How did they translate that one? Success story, event. No on the blog. Sorry, on the blog for embarcadero.com in the showcase section. If we are lucky enough to get to the English version, there you go. Here, view, all. And if I search for game in there, there are quite a few that come up. It can be an idea of what we can do, and notably Rise of Legion, if I remember correctly. So there are also display engines, game engines. Rise of Legion. I had also put it in my shortcuts. Knock, 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 Delphi, Delphi, Delphi game. Rise, Rise, Rise of Legion, there you go. There is also Astral Heroes, and then there are 2 to 3 others, notably Avalon, which has been updated, that are published there, which were developed with Delphi, so possibly FireMonkey, possibly in VCL, or only using Pascal. And then the STL libraries and other libraries usually used for video games. So don't hesitate to take a look at that. There are quite a few game engines that are developed in Pascal, and that obviously work in Delphi, notably Castle Game Engine, which is in the process of being upgraded to be compatible with recent versions of Delphi, and which has good support for it. So there are some, notably this one, that have published their sources on GitHub too. That's it for the aside. Ah yes, while I'm wiping, let's go. November from the 16th to the 18th, and a small online conference in English, which is organized for free by embarcadero.com. And on the schedule, I have a session on how to make a game, though there are plenty of others on YouTube and elsewhere. And normally I wasn't the only one talking about FireMonkey and video games in Delphi. So my session, I'm on the VOD since I'm not fluent in English, so I won't be doing the Q&A in real time. I'm on the part download on demand. I don't know if they've activated them yet or not. Yes, they've activated it. Woohoo, they've really nailed it. There, I will absolutely have 2 sessions on this conference, one on explaining how Fire can be used as game dev, as a game engine. I will go back a little over everything I've done in the last few months, and then the basics actually, what we do in a video game, especially the music, the sprites, the collisions, things like that, and how we can manage it in FireMonkey. And then I have another one on how to develop without coding. So an English version, a little extended from what I did last month as a webinar, which is also available as a replay on Sellers Pharma or on YouTube, on the YouTube channel of Bernstein, which is the Embarcadero partner for the distribution of licenses, support, and others for the Francophonie. So yes, there are still plenty of things being done in Delphi, especially in video games.